It's time now for baseball from the great state of Texas and Globe Life Park. It's the first game in the month of June between the Minnesota Twins and the Texas Rangers. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. A.J. Griffin, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
Kevin Kiermaier heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Minnesota, center fielder.
Seared down the first baseline. He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right.
Well, first pitch of the game, a lot of guys on the mound are thinking, all right, let's just get ahead here with the fastball. And he was having none of it at the plate. Drives this one for a solid single to start things out.
Eric Timms will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. Lifted the other way out to left center. Calling for it, Gomez. Makes the play, one away. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Steve, how do they go about trying to start out the month with a win?
Well, how about come out here and just swing for the trees? This is a great hitter's park, and you might need a big showing out of your offense to give them a chance to win. So this is the place to do it.
Park gets his first opportunity now. Runner at first with one gone.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that the number 2 guy couldn't at least move that leadoff man into scoring position. And that makes it a little tougher on the middle of the order to drive in that early run.
And Gomez will look this one in for out number 2. With a moment now, let's take a look at how the Rangers will align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, Carlos Gomez, he's a Gold Glove winner out there in that outfield. Very entertaining to watch. Very demonstrative, very athletic, and can make plays that you don't see many outfielders make.
Mark Trumbo will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Boy, just an amazing season he's had so far, and he's in the top 5 in average. Maybe he can get enough hits to push himself into that number 1 spot.
First pitch of the at-bat. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Yeah, Bullard's got a pretty good strike zone all around. He'll miss a call every once in a while in the corners, but what umpire doesn't?
Grounded to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for Minnesota, and now the Rangers will get their shot in a scoreless ball game. Jose Barris, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
About time for the home nine to get their swings as Carlos Gomez is ready to lead off the bottom of inning number 1. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Eric, these Twins as they take the field here this afternoon. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
Now time now to look at Jeff Bannister's Rangers lineup card in this one. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, you have to like the various skills Shin-Soo Choo brings to the plate. Right now, he's among the AL leaders in homers, so he's had the power stroke working all year. He'll definitely be a guy that the opposition will need to be careful with.
Oh, tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. Gonna be a tough play, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting third, right fielder,
Shin-Soo Choo will take his first cuts now. Currently second in the American League in home runs.
And he's also in the top 10 in batting average and RBIs, so not just hitting those home runs. He's having a great year overall at the plate.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And there is the full list of home run leaders we alluded to a moment ago. The tag's there, and Andrus is out at second base.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Now he's going to try to press his luck and take second, but a good throw cuts him down.
Outside, 3-0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Dozier fields it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. More of the show. Saturday. Choi makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because he has big-time power.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Eric, this Ranger ball club as they begin play. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, they still find themselves stuck in 3rd place in the division, but this is an important stretch for these guys, and if they can string a few victories together, they have a chance to get back into it.
Brian Dozier will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a solo shot here from Brian Dozier. Home run number 15 for him thus far as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Willie Rosario will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers.
Nope.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
You almost get the sense here that he wants to stay away from throwing the fastball. Almost like he doesn't want to get burned.
And he pops it up back behind second base. Making the play here is Harrison, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 8, shortstop, Jorge
Polanco will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Harrison. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One for the Twins on this swing by Brian Dozier. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's Joey Gallo will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. There is Dozier. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now that we have a chance, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Brian Dozier, he doesn't get enough attention for his defense. He's known for his offense and hitting home runs from second base, but he's also provided this team with solid play at the keystone position. Got a quick first step. He changes directions well. Very smooth at turning double plays. Adds up to be a very reliable second baseman.
Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes.
And that pitch is just a little bit easier to lay off when you're opposite-handed up there, because you can see the sweep of that pitch coming all the way in.
Kiermaier is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Josh Hamilton will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run.
Well, he had a little bit of a rough one yesterday, but this is a guy they're counting on. He's driven in 9 runs over his last 10 games.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Rangers set down in order. They still trail 1-0. A nice day for baseball here in Texas as we welcome you back to Globe Life Park, the home of the Rangers. Eddie Rosario will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Down and away, ball 1. Big breaking ball and a beauty. 1-2.
I'm not sure that pitch would break a pane of glass. That is very tough for a big league hitter to wait that out.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that is through into right field for a single.
Well, this is a very good approach here with 2 strikes. It's a smart approach. You know, he's not trying to come out of his shoes here. He just makes a good 2-strike adjustment and delivers a nice solid base hit. That's how you do it.
Smoke toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. In now, Eric Timms. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Harrison has it. Andrus. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Yeah, that's good hustle getting down the line. A double play could have really put the brakes on this rally, but he's able to beat it out on the back end just to keep things going here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Park will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. first pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Josh Harrison will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, his last game was a breath of fresh air because he's been stinking it up lately. Under 200 over his last 10 games.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Ripped on the ground to first. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Batting 8th, catcher, Jonathan.
Striding into the box, Jonathan Lucroy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1.
You know, it's just so tough to pick out a pitch that you want against a guy like this. Everything he throws is either on a corner or moving like crazy. He's not the kind of guy that's going to give you a lot of options up there to hit.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Kiermaier has a beat on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 9th.
Number 25 will stand in. A couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
In the air out to straightaway left. Rosario is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. It remains 1-0. Mark Trumbo is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Designated hitter, Mark Trumbo.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Nothing inside here, at least not to start the at-bat, and I imagine that's by design.
Yeah, they'll give him right field. They just don't want him to turn on something.
Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1. Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
I've been really impressed with the way he's swinging the bat lately. 15 straight games now, and people are really starting to take notice of that streak.
Standing in now, Choi. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. For Trumbo, that's now 7 doubles for him on the season. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Here's the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Chu on the run. 1 out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Stepping in, Brian Dozier. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Chu is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The batter,
Willie Rosario is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. The set and the 1-1 pitch. To short, hit hard. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Twins wind up stranding 1, but they're up 1-0. So it's back to the top of the order now, and standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez.
center fielder, Carlos Gomez.
Into the windup and the pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Lays off the circle change there, a ball and a strike. And he takes a cold strike, too.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
The shortstop, number 1.
Oh, this one could have been trouble. But that's a nice play behind the plate to clear himself of the runner and then make a good throw on to first base to get the put out.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. Pulled high in the air out to left field. On the move is Rosario. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Shin-Soo Choo will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. To first. Park is right there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Rangers set down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Jorge Polanco heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Shortstop, Jorge.
Here comes the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. There's his total now, just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Liner toward right center. And here's a dive by the center fielder, but it's off his glove.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. Had him down 0-2. Tried to get him to chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it. And he winds up making contact on a good pitch there.
Now a throw over to first. And a dive, but he's back in.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
First offering on its way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Under it is the left fielder. One down. Digging in and looking for more, Kevin Kiermaier. He singled his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. There goes the runner. There's a swing and a high pop-up. And Hamilton's got this one. 2 away.
The right fielder, number 16, Eric Timms.
Eric Timms stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First pitch on its way. Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll get down for a base hit.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Park is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Liner towards second, and that's through into right field for a base hit.
3 hits now in the inning. He's pretty fortunate this one doesn't score a run, and that's going to load the bases now with 2 away. So it might take a 4th hit here to put something on the board.
Mark Trumbo will stand in now, and suddenly the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Yeah, this sort of came out of nowhere, didn't it? But when you've got a guy reeling out there like he really doesn't know what hit him, boy, it's time to put the pedal down.
Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. 1 run scores. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 3-0 game.
Now batting, number 41.
Choi digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Looking to minimize the damage here. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
A pause and the 0-2. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Twins are in front, 3-0. Joey Gallo will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
First walk he's given up so far, and when you combine that with just 1 hit, it's not hard to see why these guys are having a lot of trouble scoring runs.
Number 30 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody out, runner on first. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Not exactly the finest of starts to the inning out there on the mound. A walk followed by a wild pitch. This is a good time to go out there and say, hey, what's up?
The 2-2 pitch. Grounded to first. To his right, Park. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Now batting, first baseman,
Josh Hamilton stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Yeah, but this time, if he can just put the ball on the ground again, he's going to have a good chance at an RBI because right now the infield's playing back.
Circle change, too low, ball 1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
And now we'll step off the rubber here and just look him back to third. 1-1, here it comes. Back to him, and that's off his leg. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first.
Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock a ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush. And by the time they all scramble around to find the ball, they have no chance of preventing that run from scoring.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Josh Harrison stands in. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
And this is going back to the pattern he's been using here lately. He'll set him up inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kiermaier giving chase. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they scratch across a run on no hits, no errors, and no one left on. 5 innings complete. Twins are out in front, 3-1. Keone Kela will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 51, Keone Kela.
Brian Dozier will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope,
and this is low, ball 2. 2-1. On the ground to the left side. Backhanded. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The batter, catcher,
Willie Rosario will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
We're in the sixth inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now. Down 0-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now here's a ball popped up. Playable, however, for Lucroy behind the plate. And he'll get back there to make the catch in front of the screen as they retire their man here for the second out. Jorge Polanco will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
In the air now, out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order, and it's still 3-1. Jonathan Lucroy will come in now to start things out here in their half of the sixth as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
And I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in his first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fellow on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And the pitch on 2-1. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, number 25.
Number 25 steps in now. In there, strike 1.
And you would think that this heat would start affecting him sooner or later, but it hasn't so far.
If anything, he's getting stronger as the day goes on.
Pitch is popped up. Park is there for it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Rangers, center fielder, Carlos Gomez.
So 2 away for the Rangers here in the sixth, and standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. Here's the first pitch to him. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. But it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Dozier has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rangers, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Welcome back to Arlington. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. swing and a soft liner. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Up next for the Twins, center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Kevin Kiermaier stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Now a first pitch curveball floats a bit high that time. It's a ball and no strikes. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit and 4 trips, all of them singles. He's been a tough out all game long.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. 3 runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. He pulls this one into right. Chu is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, number 52.
Park gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land foul shy of the wall. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1 left for Minnesota as the lead remains 3-1. Leading off the inning, Elvis Andrus, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. 1-2.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
All right, fielder number 17, Shin-Soo Choo.
Shin-Soo Choo will stand in again. Couple of ground outs for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Yeah, you know, as a pitcher, sometimes you can just say, hey, that one got away from me. It slipped. But I think that one would be a tough claim to make. This one definitely doesn't pass the eye test for me. I'm a little bit surprised that the home plate umpire is letting that thing go.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he's back standing. Stepping in now, Joey Gallo, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing, 3-1 our score. Just keeping him close. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That changeup's been real effective for him so far. The guys have been falling behind in the count, so they're forced to protect, and this thing looks so good coming out of his hand that they just go ahead and chase after it.
Into the box now, number 30. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. 2 out with the man at first. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Don't want to forget about him. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
Throw over to the bag, and he's back easily. On his way to pitch number 75. Belted high and deep into right center. Timms ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Number 11 for him on the season. And with it, the Rangers have tied the score at 3.
That great work he'd done on the mound, well, it just got undone on one swing. He's gone from being in total control to we got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now batting, first baseman.
Here's Josh Hamilton. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Fielded cleanly on to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. But 2 here in the Rangers half of the inning, and they come on this 2-run home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Matt Bush will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Matt Bush.
Mark Trumbo will dig in. He singled and drove home 2 his last time.
The designated hitter, Mark Trumbo.
Out in front of it, strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Tapped out in front of home. Lucroy is up with it on to first, and that's an important first out to start the 8th here.
Now batting, number 41.
Choi will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. In for strike two.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Still 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hard hit to first. Hamilton gloves it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 2, second baseman,
Brian Dozier steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Gomez will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3. No change in the score. It's Josh Harrison will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
second baseman, Josh Harrison.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. That's on the outside corner. Count 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he's retired, 1 away.
The catcher, number 20.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Hit down the third base line. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, he needed a hit like this. Got to get him to snap out of this cold streak. I mean, you're just looking for something to go your way, and that ball, it's not hit particularly well, but it happens to find a hole. He's saying, man, it's about time.
Number 25 will stride to the plate. He's 0 for 2 thus far. Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Number 60 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 60.
He's running towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
Yeah, and sometimes late in a tie ball game, you just got to throw caution to the wind and take some chances out there, especially with a guy that has good speed. And this one pays off as he's in the scoring position now with the stolen base.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Runner goes for third. Pitch outside. The throw is in time as he gets the tag down, and he's out trying to take third.
Boy, and mistakes like this, I mean, this could be the difference between a win and a loss right here. That's a go-ahead run being thrown out at third. I mean, he's got to be doing that on his own because I can't imagine that call came from the dugout.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Two and two now with 2 away, and the base is empty. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double.
Well, the average is clearly not where he wants it to be, but you wouldn't know it by that swing right there. Pitch selection has been a problem for him, but this is right out over the plate. And this might help him get back into a positive state of mind.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and it's back to the top of the order now for Carlos Gomez. Now a look and a throw back to second. Runner back standing.
Simple throw over there.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Now a check swing on the pitch inside, but he definitely broke the plane, and that's the first strike. A swinging bunt to the mound. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. 1 left for Texas. Score remains tied at 3-3. Robinson Chirinos is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 61, Robinson Chirinos.
Willie Rosario will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Danny Santana is going to come on and pinch hit here, and this is an important at-bat, leading things off in the 9th in a tie ball game. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll be a base hit, so he delivers off the bench to get things started here in the 9th.
And here's a case on the mound where he's trying to sneak a first-pitch fastball by him, but he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.
In now, Jorge Polanco trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie.
Digging in to try it again, Eddie Rosario. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Swing and a line drive, but this is a foul ball. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
That's a huge strikeout right here. Guy in scoring position. He's not out of this inning yet, but that's going to go a long ways towards getting him there. Look at how he's fired up about it.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there's got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Hit high and deep to right center. Back goes Gomez. Still going back. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going.
What a clutch piece of hitting right there. You get the hit, you drive in the tying run. Now you're standing on second base with a chance to take a lead in this ball game, and man, is he fired up.
And there's ball 4, so the bases are loaded, and we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Park gets a great opportunity to drive in some runs and add to this lead, but the double play is in order.
Definitely trying to pitch for the ground ball right here. And as a hitter, you've just got to look for something up in that zone, something you can drive.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1.
Even though this is still just a one-run game, this thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out of the bag right now.
Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
High and deep to left center field. Back on it is the left fielder. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. 12 home runs for him now thus far as they open it up to 8-3.
Well, this was just a no-win situation to begin with. This is the absolute wrong guy you want to face with the bases loaded. It's no fun facing him with the bases empty. He unloads on this one.
Tony Barnett will take over now with 1 away in the top of inning number 9. Mark Trumbo will be the first one to face him here as he'll somehow try to stop the bleeding after the grand slam knocked the previous guy out of the mix.
Yeah, that's not exactly the way you want to exit a game on the mound.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The 0-1. Hot shot towards the hole. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Choi strides in, grounded out his last time through. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Hit hard up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Choi has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer, and as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well, and in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like, but there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
Here's Brian Dozier now, as he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Into the box, Danny Santana, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Here it comes on 1-1. Shot to third, right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. Last chance coming up here for the Rangers. It's the Twins 8 and the Rangers 3. Elvis Andrus will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
John Ryan Murphy is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
John Ryan Murphy.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that pitch. That's on him way too fast.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Bounce to first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The right fielder, number 17, Shin-Soo Choo.
Shin-Soo Choo will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball that gets the inside corner. Strike one. Bases are empty. 1 man out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
Line toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Yeah, and I remember all too well. Some days are just kind of like this. He's hit the ball hard a few times this afternoon, but once again, he's going to come up empty.
Standing in now, Joey Gallo, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he falls behind now, 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. And he'll look at a slurve in for strike one.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the ninth. Got to make them sweat a little.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
3-1, here it is. And there's a called strike two, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And that is going to wrap things up as the catch is made, and the Twins have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Well, and you know, maybe the calendar change will do them some good as they begin a new month with a good victory.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious.